This is an important topic for me because it has much to do with what we do with children with cerebral palsy. I've studied the development of walking my whole life, decades, and there are volumes and volumes of literature written on it because people are interested in how babies learn to walk and how long it takes them to achieve a level of skill that is actually the adult level. They reach maturity in all aspects of walking. And as it happens, babies will look like they've learned to walk like grown-ups when they're about 3 years old. They have a heel strike and they've got, knees swing out straight when they swing their leg, and their arms swing like ours do. But actually, that's just the first page of achieving full virtuoso level walking. It's actually going to take them another 7 years, up to 10 years, to wash out all of the differences in everything about walking that makes them a child versus a grown-up. It takes up to 10 years to fix every little detail about walking that has to do with making it efficient, making it lifelong, to keep your body going as long as possible. So with this information, I also discovered that A.E. Erickson in 1996 published many studies that showed that virtuoso level skills are acquired after 10,000 hours of deliberate practice. That if you want to become a maestro at a violin, and I mean a real virtuoso, this isn't somebody who's pretty good at it. This is someone who becomes concertine level, national renowned, professional athlete, things like that. So virtuoso level skill actually is going to require about 10,000 hours of deliberate practice. And then I've kept digging for more information about that because I thought, well, how many years does that make? And I found another website that took that information and broke it down into hours of practice per day. And it happens that if you were to practice a skill 3 hours a day, every day, it would take you 10 years to learn that skill. If you practice the same skill 4 hours a day, every day, it would take you 7 years to learn that skill. Well, guess what? Children who are typically developing finish cleaning up all of the issues that are different between children and adults and become virtuoso walkers at any age between 7 and 10 years. And I'm sure that has to do with the hours of walking they've put in. So as much as it may seem that walking is simple, it actually is going to take a child 3 years of work just to get to the place where he looks like a little grown-up swinging his arms, and another 7 years, up to 7 more years, to bring in all of the efficiencies, all of the energy conservation mechanisms, all of the propulsion and energy conserving mechanisms, the full hip extension range of motion you need to launch a swing limb efficiently. All of these little bugs in walking that make it more difficult than it should be are worked out in about 10 years, and that makes walking a virtuoso level skill for the typically developing child, for all of us.